today a report that cites repeated examples of former Secretary of Transportation Elaine Chao allegedly using her staff and office to help benefit her family and other business operations, and revealed staff members at the agency had raised ethics concerns. And she had directed her staff allegedly to spend federal government time and resources to help with matters related to a family shipping concern. This is her father in Asia. They're multimillionaires, and now the mainstream media, though, Grace, seems to be giving this story a good leaving alone.
Yeah, there's a few elements to this story. I think her dad at some point, Howie, was promoting a book, and there's stuff about that in there. And there's also that she was telling her staff to send out ornaments to her family, ship those out. So there's a few different little nuggets in that story that people should check out. But like you said, nobody cares because Mitch has that strange new respect now.
As long as he kills HR1, I don't care. He can do what he wants. That's the biggest threat facing us at this particular moment. I'm sure there'll be other ones coming. I
absolutely agree. I mean, the automatic registration, lowering the voting age. There's so many elements to this bill that are just terrible. And I can't believe. I mean, part of me can't believe they're trying to do it. But then, like you said, Howie, I agree with what you said to Representative Andy Biggs that they're just trying to get it all in because they know that come 2022. People are starting to figure out that they're full of crap. Even some loony lefties are figuring out that, they're not keeping up their end of the bargain.
How can you be happy, even if you're a loony lefty, when you go to the gas station and it costs you twice as much to fill up after 6-7 weeks?
Oh, it's so bad. I used to be able to basically fill up my entire tank for like $20. Now it gets me like half a tank.
It was so predictable. We predicted it over and over again. Anyway,
what can I say? It's like I have a crystal ball, Howie. You didn't have to be what's that Johnny Carson
Nostradamus, or Karnak the Magnificent.
Yeah, you didn't have to be Karnak the Magnificent to figure this out. I think a lot of people saw this coming. But Howie, now it is time for Grace's news. So the reporters. And I know you'll appreciate this, Howie. The reporters at the White House press conferences are so bad. Besides one horse pony Neanderthal soldier, Peter Doocy, they are all terrible. And the stuff they asked Jen Psaki, I mean, it really makes me scratch my head because I'm just like, this is the questions you come up with. First of all, one guy, I don't know if we have this sound, Jared. One guy was saying that Joe Biden needs to ratchet up the rhetoric and really shame people into wearing masks.
Was it this guy? I heard him on your show. This guy sounds like the Playboy quote unquote reporter.
No, it's not Brian
It's a
Karem.
Different guy.
And the reason I say that it's not Brian Karem is this guy has blonde hair like you, Howie. So I knew it wasn't Brian. Plus, I don't know if Brian's allowed in there anymore. I know he was. I don't know if he has press credentials.
Just because the magazine doesn't or the newspaper doesn't exist anymore, that's no reason to bar anyone from being there as long as they're sufficiently left-wing and lunatic. Right?
Yeah, he probably is still in there, but he just doesn't ask as many questions. I don't know. I'll look into that. But then there was another reporter, Howie, who asked whether or not they thought it was setting a good tone for Joe Biden to be traveling back and forth to Delaware for his weekend trips. So the questions, no one says, hey, when are you guys going to open up schools? The questions are like, do you think this is the right signal or message to be sending out? But let's listen to the first one, the white-haired guy first. I'm sorry, the blonde-haired man.
Why doesn't the president consider ratcheting up his rhetoric beyond Neanderthal and personalizing his concern? Why doesn't he think about saying, folks, here's the deal. If you don't wear your mask, people are going to die because of you. That would certainly get people's attention.
Well noted. I will say the president has been clear that if people wear masks for 100 days, 60,000 lives could be saved.
They don't think they're being harsh enough with the mask talk.
So are we going to have, Jen, are we going to have a 1-year anniversary of the 15 days to flatten the curve when it appears? Is there going to be a party like cakes and, streamers and party hats, gala champagne toasts, that kind of stuff?
Well, a historic day, you might say.
Right, exactly.
Joe Biden can take his mask off for a few minutes. But Howie, I do want to say, did you notice yesterday? I'm bouncing all around here, but there's so much news. Did you notice yesterday when Cuomo gave that non-apology apology that he mentioned that he kisses people and that's like his greeting or whatever he said? You know, I'm very touchy-feely. I'm paraphrasing, but it was something like that. But did you notice he said just a few days ago I was hugging? He mentioned that he was hugging like clergymen or something.
Mm-hmm. He said a lot of stuff.
But Howie, aren't we supposed to be socially distancing? Forget the sexual harassment element of it. I thought we weren't even supposed to be within 6 feet of each other. He said a few days ago, I hugged somebody.
Well, how about the fact that he, and we went over this last night on my show later on, how about the fact that he grovelingly apologized for his actions and then said, I didn't do anything wrong. So why did he have to say, he said he was sorry 3 times in a row. Why did he have to say that over and over again, Grace, if he didn't do anything wrong?
Right. But Howie, listen to this cut. I want to get your take on it. Go ahead, Jared.
I kiss and hug legislators. I was at an event in Queens the other day, hugged the pastors and the assembly members who were there.
Did he hug it Ron Kim? He's from Queens. I don't think he hugged Ron Kim.
No, maybe he called him up after though. He likes those late night phone calls apparently.
No, the weekend phone calls too, Grace. I like that too. That the Inspector General's report came out from the year 2000, and he was making nasty weekend calls to the Inspector General of the Department of Housing and Urban Development, which it's exactly the same MO as with Ron Kim all these years later.
Wild. Hey, Howie, by the way, can I sneak in? Because it's Thursday and hopefully you're feeling generous. Could I sneak in a quick royal story? Really quick. It's kind of funny. So there's all this drama with Harry and Meghan. They're doing the Oprah interview and, you know, there's rumors that she bullied someone, yada, yada. Nobody cares about that. But there is kind of a crazy story because a small business owner in the Philippines has found himself in a nasty copyright battle with Prince Harry and Meghan Markle over the name of his deodorant brand, Archwell Harvard Rada. He has Archwell and they have Archwell and they're kind of trying to get him to give up the name. But Howie, I just wanted to tell you this because listen to the quote from this guy. He says, "You bet I can slug it out with them when it comes to legality, which I will. I expect Meghan to take me head on. All I can say is, bring it on. I'll fight you. You'll see. We both have active trademarks, so it's a showdown, and I'm not backing out if that's how they handle things. It's a duel till death. I will never give up." It's a deodorant brand. I love it. I love the passion.
How about that? How about that tribe down in the South Pacific that worships Prince Philip as a god? Did you see that story?
Oh, really?
Yeah, they're very concerned.
Not doing too well.
Because he's having these serious operations and he's about close to 100 years old. So they're very concerned about the mortality of the god that they worship. Prince Philip.
He had a successful heart surgery, but I did read that. I mean, he's been on and off for a couple weeks now. Howie, by the way, before I go, I have to let you know, Grace's News is brought to you by Toyota of Portsmouth, the house of value. I love my new RAV4 XLE. It's a great time to check them out. I'll be heading down there soon because I have to get my yearly checkup on my car. And if you guys are looking to lease or buy whatever it is, it's a great place to go. They're super nice. They'll help you figure out exactly what works for you. But also, I say this all the time, most of their cars that you want to check out are inside their beautiful showroom, so you don't have to stand outside in the freezing cold. That's a huge bonus. They're located just south of the Portsmouth traffic circle off 95. Go to toyotaportsmouth.com or visit them at the showroom and tell them I sent you. Speaking of cars, though, shifting gears here, Howie, last story, but I do have to get it in. Oh, I'm so good. Jeep boss says he's willing to ditch Cherokee name. Did you see this?
Yes, I did.
I just wanted to know how
they're going to change it to the Jeep Chippewa.
The boss of Jeep's parent company says he's willing to stop slapping the Cherokee name on the automaker's SUVs. Howie, I just have to say, don't you think maybe they'd be focused on getting a better spokesperson than Bruce Springsteen? Or maybe just taking a break from the virtue signaling for like a week?
Bruce Springsteen doesn't have time to do any more Jeep ads. He's become the spokesman for some leading tequila brand, I think, hasn't he?
Oh, I get you.
Between red and blue.
Red, blue, and black. I mean, Johnny Walker Black, Johnny Walker Red, Johnny Walker Blue.
All right, Howie, that's it for Grace's news. I'll be listening to the rest of the show.
Okay, Grace, by the way, someone says in New Jersey, if they charge Michael Jackson, I bet he beats it.
Ha, 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 ha.
We'll see. We'll see. I've been on balance 7 for more than 3 weeks now, and I can't believe my energy. I've been feeling so good that some days on the weekends, I go for 3 bike rides. Now you ask, what is balance 7? Balance 7 is a clear mineral liquid you take 3 times a day to break down the acid in your body. You feel better, and I personally sleep better. It also reduces acid reflux and heartburn. Often I'm asked to try products and can be very skeptical of the claims, but with Balance 7, it was all 100% true. With Balance 7, I don't feel my energy starting to flag as the day wears on. By allowing me to sleep better at night, I have more mental clarity during the day. Balance 7 is a highly alkalizing concentrate. That means it reduces the acids that have built up in your body over time. All you have to do is drink a small shot of the liquid 3 times a day, and you will feel the difference. Balance 7 is made of safe, all-natural ingredients. If you suffer from heartburn, acid reflux, or sleep issues, give Balance 7 a try. Balance 7 is made in America and is sold over 6 million units worldwide. Order any of the 1-month supply and put in code word Howie. You'll save $10 and get free shipping. That's Balance 7, the number 7, balance7.com, code word Howie.